Hello, guys. How are we doing today? Uh, it's not really easy out there, especially um, when the environment is not very comfortable, when the environment is not helping issues. It becomes very difficult for people to, you know, navigate uh, through the circumstances of life. You know, especially in this country we are in, it's not funny. It's not easy for everyone. Okay, and personally, I try as much as possible to embody that unconditional kindness, to everyone that I come across, because I really don't know what they are going through, right? So it's not very easy. It's not very easy. Okay, and that necessitates the reason, why I am coming up, to share one or two things as a way of, encouragement, as a way of, enlightenment. All right. Okay. Now, considering all of these, uh, challenges, daily circumstances of life. All right. How do we find that center of unity? In fact, how is finding the center of unity, so important in the midst of chaos? All right, in the midst of, contradictions, in the midst of oppositions. All right, how is finding that center of unity so paramount? Okay, of course, you see, first of all, I really want us to understand that, you know, challenges, problems are part of life. They are natural properties of life. Okay, um, it's not really because you are in a particular location. Okay, challenges, the challenges are meant to be there. All right, and without them, I don't think we would have been able to harness, um, the level of potential that we have harnessed um, throughout human history. Okay, and so I think that challenges are supposed to be there. Okay, um, they are meant to be there. They are meant to to create the environment for us to see deep into what we are capable of as human beings. All right, I think our level of potential, or our field of potential, is very infinite. Okay, and the man, because he sustains the tendency to be pleasure seeking, he may never really get to harness that level of potential within himself. Okay, so challenge us that you know um, essential part of life helps us to you know um, go beyond the limit, helps us to take ourselves beyond um, the limit of comfort. Okay, and that is how we are able to come up with inventions. It's how we are able to break through. It's how we are able to do these things that we never thought, possible. All right, in our lives. Okay, and so you see, finding that center of unity is basically an orientation as a disposition, to life, a kind of an attitude towards, you know, uh, the circumstances around you, all right, which is, you know, based on a type of understanding, all right. And so finding the center of unity is basically, a type of understanding, all right, and that understanding is the foundation, all right, upon which certain attitude, is cultivated as an orientation or towards the, circumstances, towards the challenges, all right, facing you as a man. Okay, and so when one have that understanding, okay, you don't try to escape from whatever that is coming at you. You don't try to escape. You see, you don't try to escape. All right. The whole point to all of this is not to escape. It's not to get to a point where, oh, there will be no challenge, there will be no problem that you're facing. No, they are meant to be there. They are meant to ground you. They are meant to, make you, look into the depth, into that field of infinite potential. All right. And, begin to place demands on you in order to actualize, your potentials as a man. Okay. And so finding that place of unity is transcending, is transcending that um, uh, opposing position. You see, this is what I mean. We occupies, positions that are at war against certain things. We occupies positions that, you know, that that is constantly avoiding, you know, um, you know, uh, certain challenge. Okay, so it's as though there is a separation. There and this separation, it's actually an understanding also. It's an understanding, that basically think of that as not something that is supposed, to be this life. Okay, we're not supposed to have, issues. Everything is just supposed to be going, you know, uh, we are supposed to have everything going, just fine. But it doesn't work like that. Okay, and this is not something caused by one external being you call devil. No, 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 no. When we talk about God and devil, we are basically that. You know what I mean? You are basically that. Okay? Man is the embodiment of every manifestation happening within his own space. And what I mean by embodiment, I'm not talking about embodying one spirit that is outside of this. Okay? Man is the ground of his own space. All right, everything rise and fall, into that space. All right, everything rise out of that space, everything fall into that, into that space. So you are the architect, all right, of the experiences within your space as a man. Okay, so whatever you think is God, whatever you think is, is the devil, everything ultimately is springing from that, from that ground, all right, that we are. And that's why the man must look to himself, must look within himself, to see, okay, uh, to see, to see the solutions to his problems, and to also understand, all right, that the cause of his problem is all within himself. Okay, see, you are not an independent observer. You are part of the whole, movement of life. Okay, and so nothing is causing whatever to be in your space independent of you. You are actually the embodiment, the ground, all right, upon which whatever you are experiencing, you are having to experience. Okay, and so that's really the case, for that. Okay, uh, when you recognize that unity, you transcend the opposition. By the time you transcend the opposition, there is an attitude at which you deal with the problem. Okay, it's not a kind of a fighting position. Okay, the best way I can describe it in a sense is from a place of acceptance. All right, and that place of acceptance is a place of unity. It's neither for nor against. All right, it's not the same thing as ignoring the problem. Okay, this may be very technical. It's not the same thing as ignoring the problem, but it's a place of no resistance. Okay, the issue is still there, and that place of no resistance is actually the environment from which comes, practical wisdom and inspiration towards dealing with that thing. Okay, it's like saying that you are worried or you are in this fight with something doesn't ultimately solve that thing. Okay, and if that is the case, it becomes very important for us to retreat. Okay, for us to come to this place where there is no form of resistance. All right, you are neither for nor against. Okay, you are neither wishing that this didn't happen or that happened. You are neither avoiding or not forcing anything. Are you getting what I'm saying? You are neither avoiding or forcing anything to be. It's just that free space. Okay, that place of no contention. It's where the birth of clarity happens. It's where the manifestation of practical wisdom, to dealing with the issues in our lives, happens. All right. So that place, finding the place of unity, is finding that place of no resistance. All right. That free space where you are neither for nor against. It's just there. That is the womb, for divine wisdom. Okay, and that's why contemplation, it's so important, because times of contemplation is a time of releasing all of this stuff. Okay, that's the foundation. This is the understanding you take into every aspect of your life. We all should be contemplative, otherwise gonna be messed up. I know it's very difficult out there. I know it's challenging, but then it's possible. Okay, I just want you to think about this again, and definitely life will come. I love you. Bless you.